There's your quarterback comparison last night. Jalen Hurts in year number 6 with a Super Bowl ring. He had 283 passing yards. He had the passing touchdown, the interception, only 13 rushing yards. Jaxson Dart in his third start. 17 for 25, 195. 1 touchdown, no picks. 58 rushing yards. Joined Jalen Hurts and Lamar Jackson as the only quarterbacks to have 50 or more rushing yards in their first 3 career starts. So it's working out pretty well for Jaxson Dart. That's what makes what happened on Sunday so inexplicable. You lost to the Saints, for crying out loud. But they really were backs against the wall at 1-4. You fall to 1-5. Now you're 2-4. And to knock the Eagles down to 4-2. And it feels like they got something. They got something with Jaxson Dart. They got something with Skattebo. 3 touchdowns, 98 rushing yards. They made the point last night. I think Al said, it was going to be Russell Wilson and hell, who was the starting running back supposed to be for the Giants? Tyrone Tracy?
Tyrone Tracy.
Yeah.
Tracy, yeah.
And now here we go. It's Dart and Skattebo. And, it's that whole rookie thing. It's why rookie cards are so valuable. Like, there's just something about that new car smell. These are the new guys on the block. And it just adds to the allure to have these 2 rookies coming in and doing what they're doing. But they made it work. Malik Neighbors in there. They're making it work. Wan'Dale Robinson had 84 yards receiving and a touchdown. Hell, even Jalen Hyatt. It was a Jalen Hyatt sighting or 2. I didn't know what the hell happened to him. He had 3 targets and no catches all year. There was some big talk from him after Malik Neighbors got injured about how he's going to take a step, and he didn't have a catch on the season until last night, and then they went to him two plays in a row.
No, a lot of things are going on with the Giants, a lot of good things. And the first one, I was thinking about this last night, Mike. Was this intentional from Brian Daboll? Did he want to start off with Russell Wilson just so he could come back and have Jaxson Dart give the team a spark? That, like, the whole thing of the quarterback, a new quarterback coming in, giving a team a spark, that's real. Would that have happened? Would that have happened if Jaxson Dart had won the job in training camp? It's not like hey, this is not a new quarterback giving a team a spark. This is just our quarterback. But the move from Wilson to Dart was so significant. I think the players felt it. The fan base felt it. They play a different way. I mean, Jaxson Dart opens up the entire field. And I'm not making any kind of suggestion that it's a good thing that they don't have Malik Neighbors. That's not. I mean, guy's amazing. But no Malik Neighbors forces them to actually use the entire roster. It forces them to look at different ways to move the ball. Whereas when they had Malik Neighbors, that was pretty much it. They were just force feeding him. He had a ton of targets every game. It seems like that was their offense. And now their offense is much more balanced, it's much more unpredictable. And you can see that last night with Dart either running, he's a very effective runner, or at times he was able to escape the pocket. Nice little play to turn into a touchdown where he found Wan'Dale Robinson on the right sideline. That play was created because he was just able to run and throw the ball. So, yeah, they should be excited about what they have. It's exciting.
You know what we're seeing from Jaxson Dart? It's the same thing that happened 7 years ago when Josh Allen entered the NFL. And I remember the Bills went up to Minnesota as 17-point underdogs. And Josh Allen was jumping over guys, running the ball, all sorts of things that we didn't generally recognize were in his tool bag because he played for Wyoming, those 10:30 at night games, and all the pre-draft discussion was, why is his completion percentage so low? Is it because he's playing in Wyoming? Is it because his receivers weren't any good? Why is his completion percentage so low? And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, this guy can run too. And we're kind of doing that collectively nationally with Jaxson Dart. Oh, this guy can run too. And it does. That's what every offense wants to be. If there was one trait other than, highly successful, one thing you want to be is unpredictable. Because so much of playing defense is diagnosing the play, predicting it, and directing your resources towards stopping the play that you know is coming. If you don't know what's coming and you're on your heels a little bit, makes it hard to stop once you've diagnosed the play, because you don't know what this offense is going to do. They don't have any trends. 4th and 2 in one situation is handled differently. 1st and 10, we don't know if they're going to run or pass. We don't know if Jaxson Dart's going to take off. We don't know what the hell is going to happen. We never know what this team's going to do. That's the best vibe that you can create. Let's hear a little from Jaxson Dart and head coach Brian Daboll on the victory over their arch rivals from Philadelphia.
Quite honestly, like, nobody really expected us to put up a performance like this. And, you know, as a locker room, as teammates, like, you know, we felt confident. And, you know, we try to play hard for each other. We're not trying to make statements. Like, we're just trying to play for each other and win games. So, you know, we want to find an identity, and I felt like we did a good job of putting that a little bit together tonight.
Certainly hasn't always been perfect for anybody, but I have confidence in our guys. You go through some tough times. Sometimes you can get stronger from it, or sometimes you can fold. I like our guys, but we got a lot of work to do. You know, we are where we're at. We got to keep battling. Still early in the season, but these young players, I have a lot of confidence in these young players, these rookies. They got the right mindset.
Jaxson Dart was inching toward the nobody believed in us territory, but you opened the door for those of us who didn't believe in them last night to say, you just lost to the Saints. You just lost to a winless team. And you did not look good in that game. Nobody looked good in that game. So, yeah. And I was going to make this point as it relates to the Russell Wilson thing, because I think the games with Russell Wilson help set the expectations so low for Jaxson Dart that now he looks like a star.
Right.
Because now we got a taste of what it would be with Russell Wilson. So let's move on from that. Here's Jaxson Dart, and he's so good by comparison. So they lowered our expectations on Sunday against the Saints. And yeah, who would have expected it? Did they really expect it? I'm sure everybody who loses a football game, every NFL team that loses a football game, had a plan that they thought was going to work. I'm sure there's some circumstances where they kind of lollygag and players are selfish and it's late in the year and let's just get out of here. But this stage of the season, everybody's trying to win. It just hits different when you hear it from the team that ultimately won.
Yeah, and Jaxson, he was going there. Nobody believed in us, and they shouldn't have. I couldn't believe. I'll tell you what I couldn't believe. I couldn't believe when I read this stat. Did you see this stat about Daboll's record, Brian Daboll's record against the NFC East since he took over the job? Because I kept going back to his first year, and they made the playoffs, and it was a good run. It was Daniel Jones was good, and Saquon Barkley was good. It's 5-16-1 since he took over. So, of course, that's why nobody believed in you. You've lost 7 of your last 8 to Philadelphia. You don't usually compete against NFC East teams. Or you do compete, but you usually don't win against NFC East teams. So I can understand why there was a lack of belief. But Daboll said after the game about Dart, he said, I love his vision. I love his athleticism. I love his toughness. I wonder how you feel about the one play that showed his toughness / craziness near the sideline where he's trying to pick up a first down, and then he finishes by leading with his helmet into a defender. Hey, Jaxson, you're tough, but you ain't got to be that tough at that position. I don't think people want to see you as much as we love Jameis Winston. We don't want to see Jameis. We don't want to see Russell Wilson because you've knocked yourself out after a play like that.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.